We're going.
Welcome to the Food and Drink podcast live stream of interviews being conducted at Food Pro 2023 on the exhibition floor. Sights, sounds, smells even at times.
The
And
crowd
of course,
goes wild.
I know. And this interview, like all the others, has been sponsored by TriMat Systems, for whom we're very thankful.
We are.
And Kim,
Hello.
you're working through your mega boom sessions for the afternoon.
I know. This is like the, well, it's not the last hurrah because we still have
we've
tomorrow.
still got tomorrow.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm very excited about our next guest. We're joined by Rod Lewis from Extracta. Rod was walking past and said, I
Yes,
think
he
I need
was.
to speak to you.
Yes,
And I'm so pleased you did.
me too.
Rod, tell us a bit about Extracta. You're doing good work in terms of taking things that were going to go into landfill, ingredients and fruit, and then upcycling it into products, yeah?
Yeah, we are. We're calling it rescuing otherwise wasted food. So we go into farms and food processing companies, and whatever it is that they currently throw away, either to a landfill, compost, and sometimes pig food and stuff, we analyse it, and when we can use it, and we've been able to use most, we take it fresh, so it's waste, but it's fresh.
Yes.
Very healthy stuff, not yet waste, and we take it and extract the nutrients and bioactives from it, and we produce a range of ingredients for the food industry, and we are not yet, but are about to start producing one that's suitable for the pharmaceutical industry.
Oh, fantastic.
So the raw materials we're currently starting with is we've got a relationship with the distillery in northern New South Wales, and they grow sugarcane.
Yes.
And we can track the cane right back to the plot. So we've got full track and trace, which our customers really love.
Yeah.
And they crush the sugarcane. They take the evil sugar and convert that into, don't let him know, convert the sugar into rum and gin.
Yes.
And they throw away
As they do.
The good stuff.
They throw away the good stuff.
Yeah,
and,
they do.
And it's about 15% on average, depending on the year, sugar in a cane, a stick of cane, and it's about the same or more of cellulose, which is the stalk of the cane.
Yeah.
And so we take that, we process, we get it fresh, we dry it, we then mill it, and it's used. Well, it's offered to the market. It's got great applications in baking. For example, in baking, it helps the baker. It retains moisture in the dough. And it, depending on the dough type and the flour, it will actually provide up to a 7 or even 8% yield increase. Because what it's doing is retaining water inside the dough.
Yeah.
That maintain most of it through the bake. So he's selling a bit of water and charging the customers for loaves of bread.
Yes.
But the benefit to the customer is it changes the texture as well, depending on the dough. So it makes for example, a gluten-free bread, which are typically not 100% yet. It'll make it taste or mouthfeel much more like real bread.
Wow.
So that's a major customer benefit. Yeah, we've got a trial going up in Kurri Kurri right now with the baker there. So that's one of the products. We also have got relations with wineries in the Hunter and Orange, and because with a winery does the same as the distiller, they take the grapes, crush them, take the high quality sugar juice and make beautiful wine out of it.
Yes.
And they throw away the pips and the seeds and the skin.
It's called
grape mark.
Mark, that's
it.
Yes.
Grape mark.
Yeah.
So we take that and we do red wine flour, white wine flour. We haven't done yet, but we will do grapeseed oil, which has got some benefits for skin, acne and others.
Yeah.
And there will be other products. They're the main ones thus far.
Yeah.
We've just done a deal with Asahi. They grow a squillion tons of oranges to make orange juice. Yeah. That's in the Renmark area.
Oh, yes.
And so we're in the process of fundraising to build a factory for them, or for us, but to process their juice. And they're going to give us 4,000 tons. Going to sell us 4,000 tons. Cheap though.
Yeah.
Of orange peel, and 10% of that is is pectin if we process it
Right.
properly. And I said to you earlier, I had a background, I used to operate cotties, and so I know a lot about pectin and jam making, and so it made it a laydown was there that this was a great opportunity.
Yeah.
The big thing is for pectin, though, in terms of a marketing position, is that when I was in cotties, I used to buy all of the pectin from a company in Sydney,
Right.
Australia made. Today, zero made in Australia, all imported from China.
Wow.
And we've got the technology. We've actually got a
Yeah.
little pilot pectin plant already done. And so we know how to do that. And it just makes so much sense. And
I
everywhere
was just going to say, it's just so, it just makes sense.
it does.
Yeah.
It does.
We've got all this waste or this,
it's going to landfill and pig food.
Yeah. And then we could have an entirely Australian made, Australian owned company providing this ingredient. There's no air miles involved in terms of coming from out of the country. You're supporting your local industry. I mean,
And I think you used the word are having. But we've still got to raise some funds to finish the pectin plant. But that's a great opportunity. And there's a lady that is in charge of our sales, and she's run 30 or 40 of the medium and small and some large jam makers, conserve makers.
Right.
And so far, not one of them has asked us price. And that's because they want Australian made, because their customers are asking them for Australian made. We'll actually provide it cheaper than their current, because we can still make a very good margin. But no, we're excited about that. So we've got red and white grape mark pectin. And the other one that we're finding demand for is citrus fibre. Citrus fibre's got some significant benefits. It's not the same as pectin, but it is basically, it's similar chemically.
Yeah.
But it's not quite the same, because we haven't made the pectin. There's a process of hydrolysis. But it's useful in a number of things. Used in jam, and we've got competitors. I'm quoting some of their benefits that they claim.
Yeah.
They're true. Syneresis in jam making, where the water comes out, you leave it in the cupboard for a month or two, and then you'll see a layer of moisture on top of the jam.
Yep.
This citrus fibre can minimise that, won't control it completely.
Yep.
There's a benefit. It's a very high quality soluble fibre, non-allergenic, as far as we know, completely non-allergenic.
Wow.
And the fact that it's a dietary fibre is good for us generally.
Yeah.
So we've got a range of ingredients. At this show, I was speaking to SBC. When I was last there some years ago, they had, hundreds of tons of the kernels from apples, apricots and peaches.
Oh, yep.
And in that, there's oils. Now,
Yes.
you got to make sure you don't kill people with cyanide. we happen to have the technology, but you can. But there's a lot of value in that. And I was trying to, we're still going to go back and deal with people there. And there's another lot we close to in Southern California where we can get large quantities of that and process that. But that's a year and a half away.
Yeah.
The other exciting thing about the business, from my point of view, we tell the story and have been doing since the beginning of COVID. We started at the beginning of COVID.
Oh, that's
we were very clever,
Yes.
But the advantage of that is that we obviously couldn't make a lot of progress, couldn't cross borders, blah, blah, blah. But we were able to write a very nice grant application. And the government has been through a Fight Food Waste CRC.
Yes.
We
know them very well at Food and Drink Business.
Yes, we do.
I'm sure you would.
Yeah,
Yes.
we are actually massive supporters and advocates
They're fantastic
for the CRC and a lot of food relief agencies and some the platform for companies to commercialise their excess inventory. Yumi, it's such an important part of our industry. And so they're good guys.
Oh, indeed.
And girls.
And most of the ones we're dealing with are actually girls, but yes. So we've had spectacular support from them. It's a major grant, 1.6 or something. And it required a collaboration with the university, and we're privileged to be working with QUT. And I've worked with a lot of universities over the years, and in terms of hands-on, practical, pragmatic support to industry. I'm not saying none of the others can, but certainly none of the other industries did.
Yeah, right.
I went through Melbourne and Monash universities down here, and I went back to them. There was nothing I could get there. QUT, in fact, they built the plant for us. It's currently
Wow.
or the pilot plant, which is where R&D is still happening, is on one of their sites in Brisbane.
Yeah.
And they will continue doing R&D for another 18 months or more.
Yeah.
So no, we're in a great position, but because the story's good, because we're genuinely helping sustainability, we're reintroducing a lost Australian industry, and we've been able to get government support. We're having a lot of success with investors. Investors are difficult people to get on board.
They are.
Yeah, and fair enough, it's their money.
Yes. But there's so many boxes that you're ticking.
I think we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah.
I don't get excited about many businesses. This is my goodness, a few. I won't tell you how old I am, but this is not my first attempt. So I hope I've made all the mistakes in the other ones.
That's right.
I mean, they were successful, but it is exciting.
It's
times.
really exciting. And I'm so pleased you stopped by.
So am I. Thank you very much.
And we will continue this conversation and stay in touch so we can see how the projects are going and how the products are, getting used and all the rest.
We'd love to. Many thanks.
Fantastic. Thanks, Rod.
Thanks, Rod. Thanks, Kim. What a wonderful, surprising drop-in here on the exhibition floor at Food Pro 2023, where this food and drink business podcast interview has been recorded, along with all the others that have been sponsored by TriMat Systems. Yay. We'll be back shortly with another informative discussion. But until then, consider this. Are you looking to reduce labour processes, resulting in a boost in your profits? TriMat Systems offer automation solutions that will take your productivity to the next level. Contact them today at trimat.com.